Hello. Thank you so much for letting me share with you a tool that has helped me and I hope will help you. We're here because all of us service providers, we could stand to hear yes more often, and our clients can stand to hear yes more often. And this is something that has helped me hear yes more often. And I personally have a goal this year moving forward to help 10,000 humans, especially women, hear yes. And I feel like amazing things could happen for my clients and people that they serve, as well as you as a service provider, if we empowered more people to better manage the outcomes that they receive. So, something that has helped me in figuring all this out, we all in this world of entrepreneurship have had to spend a lot of time and a lot of money figuring stuff out. And I'm no different. I invested lots of training and gurus and marketing solutions and done for you, done with you, and all that stuff that didn't really result in a great ROI for myself or my clients. But then I came across something that worked, and it worked consistently, and it worked because it is based on science and it's based on how we think and live and move, and it is shows up because it's sort of universal like that. The benefits of learning this. Why they buy, what makes people say yes, what moves people to take action. Learning this shows up positively in so many areas of life. So I just want to get into this. And if anything seems interesting, please reach out to me. I'd love to continue the conversation. So, those of us who are in business, we've been told, we've heard it's a numbers game. A lot of old school marketing or sales says, just go for no. And that is absolutely insane because you can go for yes. So I've learned. Again, I didn't wake up knowing this. This is just something that I've picked up along the way. And the secret to doing that is talking to people in the language that makes sense to them. And I'll get more into it later on. But sales and business is a people's game. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. We all understand that. But when we talk to people, we tend to talk to them from with our own lenses on. We see the world through our own eyes, and it's hard for us to see the world through their eyes. And so when we come at somebody with our own context, it's really hard to see what is driving them, what matters to them, right? But this is a way for me to find out that information, their drivers, their motivators, what they makes them feel good. I can find this out in 90 seconds. And with that information, I've found that I've been able to consistently have a different type of conversation. So business is a people's business, and that's what bank is about. So companies, and solopreneurs, we spend lots of money and lots of courses, classes, and programs. However, it really doesn't really help us understand what makes people tick and make buying decisions. And the founder, Sherry Tree, she was struggling with this too. She was in sales, she was making an income that was around this amount. And then after discovering and testing the system bank that she's developed, her income went up to this, right? It went up to this, and now it's exceeding $1 million. So it really does work for her. More importantly, it worked for members of her sales team. It worked for other people, and like I said, I've been helped as well. So she's gotten accolades about that. She's been spoken to business classes at Harvard. She's been to California, Berkeley a few times, and other universities training them on this method. So any fool can make things really difficult and complicated. I think about some of these marketing strategies out there that require you to have this expensive platform solution that might cost $400 a month on its own, that triggers this tripwire to that, and lead people down this path, and Facebook and all this stuff. However, I found that when you have conversations with people using a language they understand, it really can get you further, faster, quicker, easier, with less complication. And that's what we want for ourselves and our clients and customers, so that they can hear yes more often. So a little bit about like the background in it. I'm not going to delve into it here because this is really like this can be a couple hour day long corporate training. This is a training. If you're interested in training, let me know. But that's not what this is, and that's not what I'm doing. But there's a personality science. In us, we have 4 quadrants of things that we love and enjoy to varying levels. We typically like information. We like numbers and statistics and research in some capacity. Blueprint, we like the step-by-step, we like being guided, we like being directed to some capacity. Action, we like things that are pretty and beautiful and flashy and shiny, to varying capacities, and nurturing. We like connections and friendships and love and warmth and hugs to some capacity, some more than others, right? And the thing is that, there are a variety of different, personality tests out there. You may have, taken some, but this is the only personality test that really focuses in on what motivates us personality wise to buy. So what do we need to hear to make that buying decision and say yes? So they think of it like the Da Vinci Code. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but based on how you order these, things, you could either get the secret inside, or you can crack the vinegar and you won't know what the message says. So humans are like that too, right? If we come at somebody the wrong way, not in their language, not saying things that resonate, they'll be closed off. So with this test, this 90-second test that I give people before I get on the call with them, it allows me to let my prospect determine my presentation. And that's a quote from Tony Robbins. So the thing is that because, we know our own language, we know the language, we know our personal drivers and motivators, we know that what we enjoy, we tend to lead with that. So that means there's a good amount of time that we may not match right up with the person that we're talking to. So that means, that, 75% of the time, we're saying the wrong thing. And I'm all for, like I said, helping people to hear and manage the outcomes that they want easier. So 82% happens when the personality types are aligned. I'm not suggesting that you change your personality at all. I'm just, introducing you to a way to figure out the personality drivers of the people that you're talking with so that you can have more effective conversations. So when you know your own language very well, you can increase your the rate of conversations that you have, because or the number of yeses that you get because you're talking in that language. But then when you also get to learn what drives the other three personality types, you can really increase your how often you hear yes by a lot. So this is the bank system. I won't get into it. I want to keep this light and breezy. If you want more information, let me know. But a blueprint, they're very official. They're very professional. Handshakes, action. They'll give you a high five. They're really fast. They're like the sports cars and celebrity news and gossip, that sort of type of thing. Nurturers, they're the huggers. Knowledge, they're no touching. They'll give you a greeting card. So what's your code? And I'm going to give you an opportunity to take a look at how I use that. So this just goes through it. I'm going to try to get through it because I want to respect your time. But you can crack your prospect's code in a quick amount of time. And these are the cards that you can give. But there's also an online way to do it. And let me see if I have it here. I don't think I do. So we'll use this one. So you just pretty much, there's a cards that you can give people, and you can invite them to say, hey, I want to make the most of our time together. Let me know which one is most important to you. But there's also a online version that you can do where they order the cards online, and I'll show you how I use it. So this is what you can say to them to encourage them to do it. Hey, take a look at the information, sort them in order, put what resonates with you on top, and it will allow me to serve you better and save us time. So it's really, something that people don't say no to because they want to make the most of their time. And, people like telling about themselves and finding stuff out. We all like that sort of thing. So let me see if I have an example in here. I want to save you time. Okay, so this is an example of how I use it. So like I said, before I get on a call with somebody, I give them a link so they can crack their code online. And then this is what I do with the information. I get a report. I get a sales report after they crack their code. And let me show you what's in that sales report. So this is an example that somebody had did previously, and it says when you use bank insights to communicate with this person, your message received better 100% of the time. And here's why. So this is a report that I got from this person, and it tells me about her code, tells me next steps, it tells me about the personality, it tells me how to communicate, tells me how to negotiate, and it tells me how to close the sale, okay, based on her personality. So again, the personality is listed here, schedule the next step, how to communicate, what they want. They want me to be prepared. They want me to be precise, how to negotiate, They want to make sure that fits within their budget. Due diligence matters for them, and how to close. This is like a step by step. And I have this with each and every person that I have conversations with. And it gives me information about other parts that make up this person's personality. So let me just go down more communication tips and triggers. What will trigger them for yes, this just breaks it down. They need to know that it fits in their budget, that it will. That due diligence has already been done, that they have enough information, and also she has some blue, but they also need to know if there's an order, if there's a step by step, and decision making. What's driving their choices. They need technology. They like processes, and how to get to the yes. Be smart. Show your facts. Show them a step by step. Don't be pushy. Don't over exaggerate, and be prepared for a debate. Just because of how it is. So can you imagine having this information with each and every call that you have, or offering that to your clients? So this is something else that has been helpful for me. Power scripting, the words that I write. Bank can obviously be used to manage the type of scripting that we do in our marketing, websites, web pages. There's training on that. There's training on networking, and there's training on sales. So I don't know if you have sales reps on your team now, or if you're thinking about bringing on sales reps at all. However, if you do and you're wondering about how they're going to be trained, you don't have to worry about it. This goes into lead generation and appointment setting and how to identify needs of the customers. All of this is on the foundation of bank, the personality-based buying, objection handling, and follow-up, and it's a wonderful complete system. So I have the bank pass, which is about $99 a month, and for that I have access to this training, training on top of training, more training than I can keep up with. And after each and every, or before each and every call, I'm well prepared with their likes, typical likes, dislikes, strengths, challenges. Um, I don't ever go into a call blind anymore. And, that alone has been priceless to me. So if anything about this sounded helpful or interesting, let me know. Bank also has a training program where you can be trained to offer this information to companies. On a corporate level. I know that trainers can make, sometimes a couple $1,000 a day for coming into the company and educating their teams of how to communicate better. I don't know if that could be fun for you or your clients, but there's an upcoming webinar about that. If that's interesting, let me know. But if you need any other information, you know how to reach me. All right. I hope this was fun. I hope something was interesting. And more importantly, I hope you saw something that might be able to serve you or your clients. If so, I look forward to staying in touch. Take care.